bring people back to is understanding the deceptions of what took place in the garden, the introduction of this. You can be as gods. You can be like the Elohim. That idea, that idea inserted into the minds of man and the hearts of man has what created, that seed has germinated to this absolute ideology that has led mankind astray ever since. Those words of the Nahash were so effective, they gouged out the eyes of men. They've left us blind and wayward to such an impossibly brutal degree that now mankind is seeking through this religion of evolution, this form of evolution. Please understand, the origins of evolution come from these mystery religions. It's like a doctrine of Freemasonry that was called becoming, where you're going from a low state of man, like this horrible base state, until you evolve towards godhood. That whole ideology and that doctrine that was formalized with Charles Darwin came from his grandfather, Erasmus Darwin, who was a 33rd degree Freemason, a Luciferian, somebody who had embraced and drank from the cup of the skull and indoctrinated himself with Lucifer as Godhead. He placed Lucifer over and preeminent in his pantheon of gods. He placed him at the forefront. This is where those doctrines came from, to where we're living in a time where we're seeing the fruits of everything of that ideas, to where social Darwinism has eradicated people's idea of intimacy of life, the value of life, to where we can degrade life and we can adopt something like eugenics, and we can start to allow governments and agencies to control the population of mankind. These are those doctrines that have so effectively been germinating and cultivating to now we're looking at this massive tree of knowledge of good and evil that mankind ate from. And you know what? As long as we continue to allow that to be the place where we go get our food, that's where we go get our religion, that's where we go get our ideologies, that's where we go get everything. As long as we are still dependent on that system, the difficulty is we are likely to fall prey to its very snares. We're likely to be eating from the same tree, even if we don't want to, even if we desire not to.